Robert Z's questions 4 and 5. Hi, welcome to Garage Geek. So I do everything backwards. It's just what I do. So I saw Doug Anderson's response to Robert Z's lottery video, and he was responding to questions 4 and 5. And I'm really doing this because I love to support Doug Anderson's channel. He really inspires me a lot. I will go back and watch Robert Z's original video, and I'll link it in description. And I'll also go back and do 1, 2, and 3 unless I missed a deadline or something. I'll probably still do it even if I miss the deadline. Whatever. So question 3. If you could pick anything regardless of copyright, what would be your channel's theme song? And this did not take me much time to think. Oh, by the way, I'm so sorry. I have not combed my beard this morning, and it looks like a wild octopus. So, no matter what I do, I can't get it to do what it needs to do. But okay, whatever. Later, I will comb it. So just pretend it's combed and manageable. So the theme song that I would choose is from Lost in Space. Now, I'm going to play 2 clips, and I'm probably going to get copyrighted on this because I'm going to provide extended clips. There were 2 theme songs to Lost in Space, and the first one is iconic. Let's listen. But the one that I would choose is the later theme song. It's very dramatic. I love how they would introduce the episode with something really dramatic or, semi-dramatic. And then there would be that countdown. The music would come in. So they would make the beginning of the show part of the theme. And then it would go right into the great music. And I also love the fade in of the characters that went like this. And it would show the characters.
Full forward thrust.
And I would actually keep Guy Williams. He's the first one, and I'm sorry, but that Space Daddy is hot. He's number 1 on my list. You can keep Mark Goddard. I know he was the hunk of the show. Forget it. Guy Williams is the one for me. I'm going to keep that as part of my theme, right? We're going to go right into Guy Williams, and then we'll fade into, Garage Geek, my show. Okay? That would be perfect. It's so dramatic. It's got that countdown. It's got that awesome orchestral sound. So I just want to say that June Lockhart was so lucky to share that space cabin with Guy Williams for all those seasons. Now, number 5 question is, if you could remake Mount Rushmore, what 4 people from the music world would you carve into the mountain? I was thinking about this. This is actually really tough to limit yourself to 4. So I'm going to cheat slightly, but you're going to see that it's going to be an awesome cheat. Number 1, I want one of them to represent the counterculture. Now, you could have gone to punk, you could have gone to whatever, but I'm going to pick Divine. Now, I think Divine awesomely represents counterculture. Just imagine going and seeing a mountain-sized Divine. Like, how awesome I would fall down on my knees and worship. What I'm going to say is that I think one of Divine's tits should be carved in the image of John Waters. Now, there's my cheat. John Waters is so important. I would probably argue more important than Divine. He's got to be represented. And if that's a cheat and gets me disqualified, I don't know. But it's my carving, right? So, Giant Divine, Little John Waters. I think John Waters, with that pencil mustache, I think John Waters would approve. We got the John Waters stamp of approval. Number 2. Number 2 was difficult for me because I wanted to make this not just American. I wanted to bring in an international flavor, and I know this is supposed to be a American national monument, but we do have to recognize how much foreign music has influenced what is American music. And so I came up with 2 that I feel are giants. Now, the first one is Kulthum, the Egyptian singer. Some of her recordings just absolutely blow me away. She comes in and she commands that audience, and she makes that audience her own. There is no denying her power as a performer and a singer. And the other one that I thought of was Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan, or Khan, the amazing, he's Pakistani, I believe. Sorry if he's Indian, I'm pretty sure he's Pakistani. He's just amazing. It's like everything you hear from him is great to amazing. There's never anything boring by him. But I think I'm gonna go with Kulthum because of the way she commands that audience. Wow, was she amazing. Number 3, I'm going to pick Scott Joplin. Scott Joplin, to me, put out an amazing body of work, but he wasn't recognized. Scott Joplin put out an amazing body of work, but he was never really recognized, I'm a little bit foggy on the details, but if he was recognized during his life, it was short-lived. People stole his stuff. He died poor, and I believe in an asylum from syphilis. It's like the story of so many artists who didn't go recognized or were oppressed. And now we recognize what geniuses they are. And I think we need to memorialize that in some fashion. And I think Scott Joplin would be perfect for that. Number 4, I wanted to go with a classic American singer. And I started thinking of Frank, Judy, Barbara, but I was like, no. And so then I started thinking of classical composers and musical writers like Bernstein and Sondheim. And I was like, almost. And then it hit me, Cole Porter. Cole Porter did so much for songwriting and for the musical and for American theater and for movies. His veiled lyrics for counterculture gay movement were so important. I believe it was last year I went to Cole Porter's birth house. There was just a little plaque in this small town. I don't even remember where it was. Of course, I was looking for it and I stopped there. Just a little plaque on this house that is a bed and breakfast. I'd actually like to go and stay there, but that was his birth house. And it's just this little plaque honoring him. He deserves so much more. I don't know if there are any other monuments or memorials to this amazing artist, musician, songwriter, but he deserves it. And seeing him on a mountain would be just so amazing. Night and day. You are the... So there you go. What do you think about my beard? No, about my scraggly beard. About my choices for theme song and for Garage Geeks Mount Rushmore. How about Mount Geekmore? What do you think? If you agree, disagree, please leave any comments below. I love responding to comments. And please make your response to this video. And if you're a comic channel or some other type of channel, well then answer these questions within the comic realm. Which writers, artists would you put up there? And I look forward to going back and making a video for questions 1, 2, and 3. If you haven't subscribed to Doug Anderson, please do so. Awesome channel. And I want to thank all of you for the support.